I finally stopped shitting my pants just in time to do the show, so I'm feeling real good. I appreciate it,
man.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, man, we got a whole other show to do. So,
cheers, Cody.
Oh wait, stay on. Oh, I didn't stop. Oh, motherfucker! I had talked about shitting my pants. My wife's out of town. I mean, I can start whenever I want. We don't have to say that this is the beginning.
Yeah, of course. Dustin's a little under the weather today, by the way, if you didn't know that. Cody.
Oh, dude,
this will help. This will help.
Yeah, it will. It'll square you away real good. Dude, no, my wife got sick too as well, and it's just like
really.
Yeah, dude. God bless RFK and his turncoat self. He's the next Benedict Arnold, dude. Like, I'm gonna make you all so healthy. Immediately, everybody gets diarrhea. Like, dude, the worst.
It's diarrhea and measles for everybody.
Yeah.
I spent a time period trying to defend the position that Benedict Arnold did nothing wrong.
Did you really?
Because I think, at the time, I felt like really disrespected at work, and I was like, you know what? If they would have just promoted him, like, maybe you shouldn't disrespect some of your most valuable people.
Hot takes. Wow.
Shout out to James, all right? Because, like, he's a Reformed Mormon. And he's like, I see myself a little bit in Robert E. Lee kind of reversing an oath. And it's like, all right, chill. Just because you escaped a Mormon cult doesn't mean you can, you're one with, like, betraying an oath to the country. Like, these are not the same things, bro. Like,
seriously. Wow.
Talk about like being like an alt person in high school. Like, what do you like? Yeah. Good Charlotte. What do you like? I'm Robert E. Lee. Like, what the fuck? Oh, dude, I live for that.
I never know what this word really means, and I've asked Alan, and I think he's told me before, and I forget for my own sake because it's funnier this way. What is an edgelord? Do you know what an edgelord is? Yeah. Because it makes me think of something else.
Alan, you want to give it a go? These are my guys. Like, these are
edgelord is
was that guy an edgelord?
Somebody that pushes the envelope online, generally speaking, and
when I think of edgelording, it's also online. But I think again,
it's just
it's not something to do with gooning. You're thinking gooning. It's not that. It's just
gooning and edging are adjacent.
Hot political takes, perhaps, might be trying to stir up a controversy. I guess. Yes.
Yeah, for the sake of it, like making that your personality.
Yes.
I don't like that you guys have. I've thoroughly understood it now, which sucks because I liked it before. First I got bricked up figured out. I used to think bricked up meant constipated.
Yeah, it's not that at all.
That's a good one.
Makes more sense. It makes more sense. His dick's shaped like a brick.
I mean, depending on your anatomy, it might make more sense.
Like a Lego brick.
Dude,
little 6x1.
You could have picked any brick. You picked that one. There's a shit ton of bricks, dude.
I know.
And you picked that one. Yeah, dude.
Long and skinny. Not that long.
I mean, shit. I mean, short and girthy. I mean, wait. Delete the VOD. Delete the VOD. No. God, dude.
Okay. Well, I think we're doing a podcast now.
Yeah. Got that sorted. So on our this is our hidden track, but we're gonna put this on the YouTubes for everyone, and I'll put it on Patreon as a free Patreon. But just so you know, this is what we do in our hidden tracks. We usually start off with play some comedy clips, maybe some funny meme videos, things like that. Do you have the time for that?
Yeah, man.
Or do you really just want to get in here and start talking about Pete Hegseth? And
oh, jeez. No, dude, I got time. You're good. Go for it.
Okay. All right. Great. So I like this one. This is this Dan Docimo. I love this Dan Docimo guy. Is Dan Docimo one of the ones that says, actually, I'm a woman and I get this wrong? Let's go look at their page. They, them. God damn it. I knew it was something, and I do it every time. All right. Here we started over again. Unmute. Okay.
The AI really shows how far we've fallen as a whole species when it comes to just having no standard for anything anymore. Like, if any other revolutionary technology from history did the bad things AI does, I don't think it would have caught on. If Henry Ford, 118 years ago, said, this is the Model T, it's going to revolutionize transportation. Also, it makes a lot of child pornography, and I can't get it to stop. Have you tried to get it to stop? I have not tried to get it to stop. Why do you ask?
I feel like there's one more joke in this.
So they got to make laws about it. This is true. There was a law in the Missouri State legislature that would make it illegal to produce AI deepfake porn of children. And it passed, thank God. But there were 3 state lawmakers in Missouri who voted no on that bill. Who lives in your district that you saw that and went, my people are not going to like this? Are people in your town halls like, my father was an AI deepfake child pornographer, and his father before him. By God, the town of O'Fallon, Missouri was pert near built on AI deepfake child pornography.
Jesus.
And now they want to close the mines.
Jesus. Is he done? Please be done.
It's done.
Thank God.
It's done. Wow.
I've got Trump laughing and George Bush laughing. I like that. This was from when he did the correspondence ball, not the time that people shot at him.
The second
nobody
one.
shot
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
This one. That's good. It's from like last week.
That's awesome.
Oh, here's some live TV. So Alan Stabby Joe sent this in, and he said, "I think Alan's going to lose it to this one." So
all right.
I'm obliged to include it on this.
Sure. Okay.
I love to show the texture and this wave pattern. Again, it looks like you went and got a blowjob after a blowout at your salon.
No, luckily for her, she had her back to the camera to show off the way the haircut looks.
Yeah. Not the.
But now she's about to admit that she's losing it, but she just can't turn her back.
Right. Okay.
And it looks beautiful.
Then they do a
All right,
two-shot.
so here's
and
what's
the other
happening
lady
today. We're
knows.
having a huge beauty sale. Everything ships to you for free, but that goes away at the end of the day. I will remind you that this is...
Don't go under the desk. That's not better. Don't go under the desk.
And she's wearing a blue dress. How about that?
Oh my God! Isn't that something?
Isn't that something?
Isn't that something?
That's something.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I put this one in here because I knew you'd have stuff to say about it. Okay, so we've been playing these videos of Alan. Is it pronounced Xi, like the president of China, Emperor of China?
Sure.
Or is it
Emperor of China,
Xi?
nice.
What's the stuff that got where you got to align your
Oh, you're
Chi.
Chi.
Chi?
Yeah.
CHI.
CHI. That's different.
Okay.
It's like C or Chi.
But they also sold like hairdryers with that name at Bed Bath
Yes,
& Beyond.
they did.
That
They're very
confused me.
expensive.
Me and Alan were managers at Bed Bath & Beyond. We know our hair care products.
Dude.
You need advice on a flat iron? I can help you.
Yeah, definitely.
You want the ones with the ions and the ceramic core.
I used to.
It's-
I remember being in high school and we were like just driving around one weekend, and one of my fat friends, I was like, small town. I'm like, oh man, we're getting a Bed Bath & Beyond. What the fuck, man? And he goes, don't you shit on Bed Bath & Beyond. He's like, that's like Lubriderm for fat guys. He's like, I need that shit in my life. He's like, pull over right now. He's like, look at these towels, Cody. Have you seen such thread count? Like he was like selling me the life of Bed Bath & Beyond. He's like, you poor motherfucker. I was
That
like,
Egyptian cotton, man, it's different, you know? Like,
yeah.
The Turkish cotton was good too, but I won't allow it. Not in this house.
No, Egyptian
This is a
cotton
Cypriot
only.
house.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the guy with he talks about your chi and how to flex your core.
Yes.
Oh, actually, yeah, Alan knows about him. Here's a little hint, Cody. Here's a preview of him.
Vagina,
What do you think you heard him say there?
vagina,
Tama?
vagina, vagina.
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 He's saying
wow.
vagina.
Oh no.
But here's some testosterone
Massage
advice.
your testicle every day. You're rubbing the testicle, rub it left and right. After that, you stretch. So you hold together testicle and penis, hold and stretch to the
Stretch.
right. And
Okay.
He's pulling it pretty far.
That's pretty
but
far.
testicle
Yeah.
together too. I
To the
feel
right,
like
to the left.
some should have slipped past the other before. I mean, he's got some long balls, right?
and
Long
stretch
balls.
to the
He's an
left.
old man. They're saggy,
And
you
to
know?
the back, stretch to the front, the
back.
So when you massage the testicle, it's transforming the sperm back to chi, and it makes the testicle producing more male hormone, more
male
testosterone. Massage your
Testosterone.
testicle every day. You rub
always wanna
the
hear this.
testicle, rub it.
Rub it.
I just wanted to rub it clean in case someone could pull that audio for me.
So you got to convert that sperm into chi, your life force,
Yeah.
you know, and
Yeah.
then makes your balls make more, you know? That's how that works.
I didn't know.
Everybody knows this. No.
It's like
learned that a long
it's the
time
first part of Wing Chun, if I believe so. They do it in the park. I don't. Fuck, dude.
Is that is this wait what is it Weibo? Wait, what's the Japanese people that love the Japanese?
Oh,
Not
weeaboo.
Weibo. What?
Weeaboo.
Weeaboo.
Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't count though, right?
No, he doesn't. You know.
Oh, okay. He's probably Chinese.
He's Chinese. Yeah,
He's Chinese for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not a good racist. You don't even know. Yeah, dude, that's
Well, I know there's only two. That's how good of a racist I am.
What? Yeah. Dude, that's like the
Chinese
best,
and Japanese.
that's like the best king of the hill. He's like, he's not Chinese. He's Laotian. He's just like, oh no. Like,
So what kind of Chinese are you? Or so what are you? Chinese or Japanese?
That's the donut shop Chinese. That's what that is.
Oh yeah, got him.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, what the fuck, Alan? Racist.
Ew, Alan.
Ew.
Oh, come on. That's funny.
Yeah, it was. Oh, dude. Well, that's kind of early for a headline. No, it turns out I didn't put a lot of stuff in our show to do together. Well, okay. Let me start off with one of these, and then we'll come back with a second one. So we found this lady. You're gonna love this lady.
Oh God.
So she lives she lives at the YMCA.
No, this is the Salvation Army. I think.
Salvation Army. She
nice.
goes to the Salvation Army. She has a high quality camera phone though, and she goes to like the bus and the Panera Bread.
Sometimes the
and
bathroom.
Public bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she just records these videos talking about how she's related to a lot of famous people like Sandra Bullock, Bibi Netanyahu,
Schwarzenegger's
governor
wife.
of Kansas,
What's her?
Schwarzenegger's wife.
Yeah, yeah.
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 And she's sometimes this one is one where she has a warning for the police.
If any sheriff's deputy or
gonna start.
sheriff or the police or the FBI try to pick me up, they're gonna die because I'm too sick to be a criminal for them. I'm not the criminal. I'm not to be picked up. The witchcraft crime ring keeps getting it approved for the police to treat me like a criminal and let the other criminals go. So the
There's other people on this bus.
police have been warned. They need to stop
Like she's taking this video and there's someone next to her and across from her.
dealing with those hoes.
I'll send you one, but he's one of my favorite. They're comedy sketches, but he's just like, the East Rochester Fire Department takes too much tax dollars, and it's just like he's just a fat, obese dude sitting on the couch going after the fire departments of New York. Like
Of his so he's a dude talking about you got to send me that one.
yeah,
Yes.
he's like, he's just like, I don't think the Niagara Fire Department should have that much water. They may be reducing the water of the falls, and it's just like,
really?
They're all comedy sketches, but he just hates on New York fire departments, which are just like, they're a cult. Like, so
Yeah.
it's just like he's got like 80,000 followers, and all he does is shit on New York fire department.
That's hilarious.
Please, I
They're
need that one.
terrible.
I just saw one. Thrash sent this one in. If it'll load. This is apparently everybody at Fox News can't stop talking about how hot Abdul El Sayed.
Oh, Sayed, okay.
Yeah. I thought it was Abdullah Sayed.
Oh man.
No, it's
I've been
El
saying
Sayed.
Sayed. Yeah, I see that now.
Yeah.
Paula.
question here is, come November, will those Haley Stevens voters really vote for the guy who's the socialist dreamboat of diversity? Are they really
dreamboat.
going to buy his attempt to pivot and his silly gym rat flex and his tight-fitting black tee?
What the hell? Have you guys seen basketball?
Yeah, of course.
I love
Do you remember?
basketball, dude.
Do you remember when he's like, "Fine, go back with your beautiful women, Victoria Silvstead Playmate of the Year"? Like that's what that sounds like, right? It's like, are they really gonna vote for
The dreamboat,
with his muscles? Oh,
his tight T-shirts.
So the question here is, come
you can't
November,
fast forward. You used to be able to.
will
fast
those Haley...
We don't have to play it again. We get the jokes.
Where's he running from? Where's he? I know she just got defeated.
It was Detroit. Detroit.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's like,
Michigan.
okay. I mean, I try not to get like too deep into the thoughts of like districts that I'm not in and states that like I don't like know what it's like to live there. I did live in Detroit for a while, and I am personally upset with them for the way they reacted in the 2024 election. And the people that did that identify with him. And I bet the rest of the people that are like Democrats at all will not vote for the MAGA candidate with given a choice between any Democrat and them. And if it fails, like, I don't know, man, you got to get some fucking data that tells you what to do with that demographic. I mean, last time they stayed at home because they didn't want to because they wanted to send Kamala Harris a lesson, right?
A message,
And then they got, I mean, I think they've learned their lesson in 2 years of that shit. So like, why don't you put someone that represents that group and see if the rest of the Democrats will vote for them? I don't know why they wouldn't. Like, give
By
them
the
the
way,
choice of that.
This is a Senate race, so this is a statewide race, not
Well,
just Detroit.
right.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
that
There's a
was
lot
better
going. There's
context.
so much going on. Like right now, like,
there's
it's
a
hard
lot.
to. Dude,
Yeah.
I think there was one in Ohio. Like the Republican candidate got caught with like his own child, like child porn. Marsha Blackburn's making national fucking news here. Like,
Dude.
it's This is this midterm is like kind of OK Corral like shootout.
Yeah,
Marsha
we're
Blackburn
not even
one-
to the midterms yet. This is primaries.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, dude, we're not even there yet.
we're not even there.
Yeah. That Marsha Blackburn one is pissing me off so much, though. Like, I mean, that
Well, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. That's not. Come on.
Jesus Christ. People got mad about that. They're like, I'm not going to that restaurant anymore, right? That was the one at the like the soda shop or whatever.
Yeah, Chinese.
Yeah.
This is, I think it's
Yeah, the thing with her that bugs me is just like, you can get another Republican. I don't understand why they want the dumbest one. Like, they just want the dumbest one.
Are we talking about her? Can we talk about her?
Marsha Blackburn.
Sure.
Yeah, let's talk about her.
So Marsha. She's from my district.
jam.
I've known about her since I was like in middle school. That's forever ago. That's 20 years ago. She's
20 years ago.
Yeah, that's useless. She was useless. I had a lot of friends when I was because I was a poli-sci major. They worked for her. They all said the same thing. They're like, she is just so fucking stupid. Like like explaining basic concepts of political science to her on like demographics and running. And I think that's when she went to the Senate, if I believe.
Yeah.
And so like it was just like trying to drag a fat bulldog to the victory. But I mean, she's a Republican, so she wins. And now there's a couple Republicans looking to unseat her. Fritz was a big one. And then there's this other one that I haven't been keeping tabs on, but she's like super mad. She's saying close the primaries, like, because we have open primaries here. And
I feel like it's like a fait accompli though with her. Like because she's a name and it's been like established she's gonna win. Do you think that in an open primary she actually has real competition?
Fritz was big. Fritz is a former National Guard guy out of Tennessee, and he was taking a ton of votes from her. And then there's one
as
other,
a Republican.
Yeah, the Republicans. Sorry, the Republicans are taking.
Yeah, I'm just making sure. Like, I mean, let's fight. Wow,
I know
that's
the
great.
name Fritz. I've heard
I mean,
James Fritz.
That's the thing is everybody knows how dumb she is. Like it's no secret. Like this isn't like Trump where it's like he's got like his just I'm gonna be stupid to victory. Like it's like no, she's dumb. Like her whole thing is. Because
like picture a stupid person when you talk to like explain simple things to them and they stare at you and you know they don't understand you. That's what she's really like. Like I'm not just being mean here.
No, well, like she's from this district which had Mark Green, who was one of the biggest inside traders. He only showed up to like 30% of Congress. Like he had an affair, and he also runs a practice, like a medical practice, that he voted in his own prescriptions and stuff for. Like he's a big pile of shit. And the only reason he quit is because he had an affair. And then they got this guy from Ohio, Matt Van Epps, who's only here because of the army, showed up like literally like a carpetbagger. And if you don't know what that is, those are the guys from the north who came down to the south and just bought everything up and ruined it. Like he's from Ohio. He's got an MBA. He's a West Pointer. He's not a Southerner. And he just walked around saying like, I'm gonna help Donald Trump, give Trump one more boy in the office, and everybody voted for him. Yeah. And then now that's how Marsha's running. He's like, I'm gonna be Trump's number one. We're gonna fight China. We're a landlocked state, Marsha. Like how the fuck
like I'll give you ice, but I'm not going to listen to you talk about fighting China. Like, yeah.
So she doesn't know.
She keeps falling upstairs though. It keeps happening. Like she keeps getting elected. Like it's just doesn't stop. Yeah.
And it's bad for the party for you to have such an easy path for a bad and stupid person to make it. Like it reflects really poorly on the party. Meanwhile, that guy Al Sayed, he's like a Rhodes Scholar, right, Alan?
Jesus,
you know, Rhodes Scholar.
I believe he is a Rhodes Scholar. Yeah. Hey, Bill Clinton was a Rhodes Scholar.
Wow,
he's beefy. He's beefy. He's
beefy.
He's got a good pec to lat to trap ratio.
Pretty good ratio.
They're like, he's a dreamboat. Like, goddamn, he works out. Like, he fucking works. So
yeah, he goes pretty hard. Right?
And he's a podcaster.
Also a podcaster.
Really?
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
Don't like that part.
No.
He gets all the girls.
Podcasters. Did you see this thing? I just have a headline about this. Alan, did you read this story about Cody?
I did.
You sent me a thing about this too, Cody.
I did read this.
Okay, well here I can close it. I don't want to have the distraction.
Okay.
Something else.
So
do you want to summarize it, Cody, or?
So I think this was over near White Sands, which is where we have like our practice shit. And so
I think they took off from Roswell.
Okay. Yeah. So
I mean, plane travel.
Yeah, it's a medical plane, and
Plane
it
goes
crashed
space.
because it got jammed. And the long story short of it is like they were testing weapons out in White Sands, and I've been saying this for a while because like this is where like I come from, this realm of the world. Like they say that the biggest jammer of the American military is the American military. Like we are so good at jamming things, we jam ourselves. Like so when they're testing things to jam drones or jam aircraft or any number of these things, and it's like, whoa, this thing was so good it took out like a plane way out of the suspected range fan.
Oh, so this was like down line of sight, and they thought that it was not possible to affect it. So it wasn't like they flew over their airspace while they were doing a test.
So this is just to be clear. So this is GPS jamming. That's what
everything.
they were doing.
Dude, everything. Radio.
Yeah, everything. But what affected the plane was the GPS part because they were.
Yes.
It was a not
what
planned
about
flight,
podcasts?
like you said.
What
it
about
was,
their podcasts? Did
no
radio?
But yeah, go ahead.
So this was an unplanned flight, like you said. It was a medical flight, so they had to scramble, and they were going to take this patient to a medical center. And so it was dark. Not bad conditions, but like dark, and they really couldn't see. And so they were trying.
Instruments are for.
Yeah, so they were flying with instruments, and then they lost the instruments. The GPS went down. So then they're like, okay, well, we'll fly this way. And then that didn't work. And so they're like, well, we can see the runway at this point. They could see the lights. And they're like, we'll just fly, with sight, right? And so they tried to do it that way, but what they couldn't see was a big-ass mountain right in front of them. And so
like as they dropped in elevation, that wasn't in their line of sight before,
right.
and then they
slammed right into that mountain. 4 people dead now. So the pilot, co-pilot, and So yeah, and then the military is like, well, we warned people that we were going to be testing this stuff, and we thought it would have this radius of effect, and well, this wasn't planned that would happen. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the thing is with stuff like that, like to Cody's point, like you can't just jam the bad guys. You jam everything. Like you just knock out all signals, right? That's what happens.
Yeah, and I mean, I've got like okay, here's my like shit ass opinion, because I know that's truth, right? Like the jamming and stuff that we have, like it's a lot, right? But the point is like, and this is like where it gets a little political, is because like people send me like the Kid Rock, the Apache flying near Kid Rock's house. Yeah, the Apaches flying near the beach, and then like the Blue Angels like ripping through, right?
Everybody there was thrilled by that.
Oh yeah,
sure.
dude, you did, like every guy that I know was like, I'd be on the tarmac before she got back. Like, like we would have been like, because that you're gonna be severely wounded. Like you're gonna have your eardrums are gonna hurt. You're gonna have a concussion. Like. But I think what
you'll be bricked up, right, Cody?
You'll be. Oh God, yeah. Oh America, no. Jesus Christ, dude. No, I just think it's like one of those things that this is what happens. Because I told one of the kids who was like, "What do you think about this?" And I said, "Look, man, like doing fun stuff, doing dangerous stuff is cool when you have like leadership that allows you to train, right? Like we train well, we do well, so we can do dangerous things, and then." When you have commanders who are like, yeah, just do dangerous things. It's so cool.
I'm not like the other dads. I'm a cool dad.
That's how you end up with the Blue Angels sonic booming a beach, right? And it's because like they're not disciplined enough and they don't face the repercussions enough that like if they screw up and it's gone and the training's not there. So like in the Special Forces group, they have a TV in the lobby, and it's like all the operators that have passed. And like I remember one of the guys going, yeah, if you look, every third guy is a halo jump because nobody's up there to watch them. And so they're doing all these stupid, cool tricks, and then they get knocked unconscious, bumping into each other, or something happens, they get tangled, and it's just fast and loose. And so I think that this is a direct reflection of Pete Hegeseth. Like you have this guy who's just like, do whatever's awesome, bro. And it's like, this is how people die. Like we could do awesome things, but we need to be disciplined. And so it's like, this is how you end up with radar jammers going out of line. This is how you end up with sonic booms happening at the beach, right? Like, I mean, there is a rape that occurred down on the border. That's the whole reason that they had to switch units out. And the 101st is there is because a National Guard unit raped a woman. And so they had to who do you call? The 101st. And so now they're there for 9 months. So it's like, we have a,
that's a coincidence that it's 9 months. Like they're just there until the baby comes out. Or?
You can only deploy troops for 270 days.
Oh, okay.
After that, you need like an extension.
Like, look, if you rape someone, we'll be there until birth, and then no longer.
No, dude. So
I mean, what you're saying is this is a failure of leadership that creates
100%.
this downward. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah. Yeah.
And so it's just like the wild freaking West. And it's like, okay, well, you can either be responsible with it or you can do whatever you want. And most of the guys are just going to do whatever they want.
Well, yeah. And I mean, is it too much of an exaggeration? I mean, it's what you said, but if I summarize it, this is the leadership that you get when the top is Pete Hegseth. Like, is it
100%?
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Like he's like, for all my boys out there, like he's a turd, 110%. Like Pete Hegseth likes to claim the 101st. He was in a guard unit that got attached to the 101st, and so like what happens is like if you get attached to an active unit for like backup or like just a reserve pool, like you get assigned to that unit and you fall under us. And so he wears like the Screaming Eagle. He's never stepped foot on Fort Campbell. So like he's like, I was part of that. He was never part. He was assigned to help us, but he claims it. And so it's like he's, you know, he was on combat action for I think like a month, then pulled off the line to do something else, and then he, you know, just kind of goes from like posting to posting, like Guantanamo and stuff. So it's like he's crafted a narrative that like looks like something, but it's not, and he wants to play like I said last time, the groomed beard, like I'm a man, and it's like, no, you're fucking not. Like you're just playing a man, and that's what he's playing. Yeah, I'm a soldier. It's like you were part time, bro. And there's great National Guard and Reserve guys, but he's a turd. Like
how do you have the ego to like walk in front of those people and lead them, knowing what your actual history is? Like how can, like, I get it. Like I see bad egos all the time. I just can't imagine having the nerve. Yeah.
It's just, I guess probably because it's never been questioned. It's never been challenged. Probably you like,
you affirmations, like
like,
that is what it is. Yeah,
he looks at himself in the mirror every morning and he's just like, I'm a fucking cowboy, right?
Slick
like
that hair back,
right? Fucking hell. I mean, I think we talked about it last time you were on. He had the gall to call all those commanders in to have that meeting where essentially him and Trump just had a political message for 2 hours. That was some bullshit too. Yeah, I mean, we knew who he was already, but clearly he's a piece of shit.
I mean, clearly there are people in the leadership below him that are qualified and good and leading people in good ways. You're just saying that when that guy's setting the tone, you're going to have a lot more of those shit situations like you're describing.
And who's the chief of staff right now? That Air Force turd. Like,
okay. Kane?
Is it Kane?
Yeah.
Okay.
Raisin Kane, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Shitty restaurant. Not even a good restaurant.
Not even, no.
100%. That guy is like bought and paid for. So he comes from the Air Force. And the long story short of it is when we talk about the invasion of Iran, like this has been, I mean, we talk about invading Canada, right? Like we always have a plan. So like I was in those rooms. I know what the Air Force was doing. Jacking shit. Like they're like, oh, we're gonna go in, we're gonna kill all the air defense systems, we're gonna set the ground conditions, because the way American doctrine works is like we have air power, which is more precise and just way more deadly in support of troops, instead of artillery like Russia and China have and North Korea, right? Like they're huge on artillery and air defense. We just buy a bunch of planes and we bomb you and we kill all your fighter jets and bombers, right? So we dominate the air and then we use that for close air support. So that was their plan. You know, they're sitting in the back room like, yeah, we're going to get rid of all this air defense. It's going to be freaking great. And then you guys are going to swoop in. And then so the Marines, this is how I met Matt back in the day in Kitback. This is like, so this is where we met, like when we were discussing these fucking plans.
Yeah.
So he was with the Marine Corps, I'm with the Army, and we're both sitting there like, are you high? like we got to land on the beaches and then we got to go through the Western mountain chain to Tehran. And then, like, well, you know, we could maybe do an airborne force. And it's like, oh, so you want to land troops behind the mountain and then we got to go through. And then, I mean, dude, we knew about the tunnels. There's these fortresses like Jamestown, like star fortresses on the beach. It makes Iwo Jima look like a fucking playpen. And we're all just like, huh. So then it's like, you know, this was way many years ago, but then drones came about. It's like, hey, isn't this cool? You know, like now we can do more. And so it's like this kill zone to Tehran is just like 6 layers of shitty onion deep. These mountains are higher than helicopters fly. Like they'll be shooting down at helicopters. And it's just like, who's thinking of invading Iran. Like, you'd have to come.
Benjamin Netanyahu.
Yeah, because if
obviously.
Look at it. Yeah, just go pull up a map. Like Azerbaijan, Armenia, Turkey, Iraq. There's all these mountains. Well, Cody, there's another part we can go through. Yeah, motherfucking Afghanistan. Ah, sure, lovely this time of fucking year. Like, fuck you. Like, dude. And so, like, when the whole Iran thing kicked off, I was like, this is the stupidest fucking thing. And, you know, the air Kane's up there like, we're going to strategically bomb them. We're going to get up there and get rid of the air defense network. We'll land troops. And, like, dude, there were guys when that one pilot went down, one of the guys lost his bag. Like, he was lucky enough to get the fuck out of there, but he left his underwear on the fuck in Iran. Right. It's like, and so my point of all this is, like, you can tell that not only is Hegseth leading like this, but the chief of staff is like, this is my chance to shine. And it's like, you're literally Hermann Göring to fucking Hitler here. Like, my Luftwaffe will finish them off at Dunkirk, and then we will win over London.
Leave them there at Dunkirk.
What the fuck is this? Like, fuck. And like,
I mean, there's a reason that no president prior to this ever tried to invade Iran, because they all knew this. Like, don't tell me fucking Bush didn't want to. Like, of course he did. Fucking Cheney wanted to.
When they were writing the imaginary fantasy world script for Top Gun Maverick.
Right. Of course.
That was Iran.
That was Iran. Yeah.
So they're like, look, the only way we can do this is to have the most improbable flight of an aircraft ever. And because we're not going to invade, or we're not going to bomb them to death to get them to do it. Like, the only way we can do this is we make up a way that only Tom Cruise can fly us into it. Like, that was the Hollywood's version of, well, let's come up with a second idea.
That was the plan. That was the fucking plan.
I mean, it's a tragedy. And like, what's crazy to me is, like, there's these little moments of, like, holy shit for me, because it's like it just goes right over the head, because not in like an insulting way, but it's like the Kurds came out and said, yeah, fuck no, we're not doing this. Like, we lost our number one partner force in the Middle East. Like, that's our go-to chick at 3 a.m. Like, hey, we need to topple Saddam. Call the Kurds. Hey, we need to fucking go back into Iraq. Call the Kurds. Hey, we need to defeat ISIS. Call the Kurds. 3 a.m. Hey, baby, you want to go into Iran? Get lost. Hey, bitch. Like, fucking, like, what? Like, you ever been denied a booty call at 3 a.m.? That's huge.
It sucks, man. It sucks.
By Kurds?
By Kurds? Yeah.
That kind of hurts.
That's what, we lost our number one girl, man.
Yeah.
Like, she said no.
And we hit them a lot. Like, they've been abused by us in so many ways, and they finally
said they drew a line. Yeah. But that was the plan, right? That was, the Kurds were supposed to come in, and then they were supposed to arm the people inside. The people were supposed to rise up.
They were going to get Ahmadinejad, Alan. They were going to bring Ahmadinejad in.
It was such a shitty plan.
Their plan was to put Ahmadinejad in.
That was the plan. Yes.
Israel's plan was to have Ahmadinejad be
put back in power. Yes.
I remember 2006. I remember him. That's insane that they wanted him. Okay, I'm sorry.
Dude, he was great. I remember, what was it, like 04, 05? He was like, there's no Holocaust, and he did it at like a North Carolina university.
Yes.
It was like, you have the president of Iran, like, there is no Holocaust. It's like, holy shit, what an opener.
On the same trip, he went to the UN and said Israel should be wiped off the map. Something like that. I think that
shouldn't exist.
I think there's a way to have interpreted it otherwise, but that's what Israel said that. I remember Israel trying to tell me that he said that, and then they're like, no, Kurd. We're gonna get the Kurds in, and then we're gonna get him in charge. It's crazy.
So when Mossad brought him in, and then they told everybody else in the Israeli Defense Department that they were doing that, everybody's like, what the fuck are you doing? And they're like, no, really, he's a different guy now. It's fine. It's gonna be great. This is gonna work. We're gonna bring the Kurds in. It's gonna happen. We're gonna put him back in power. It's gonna be great. And of course, it all fell apart.
I don't believe he was Mossad agent, because here's the thing. He was such good comedic relief. Like, how the fuck are you going to sit there as Bibi Netanyahu be like, Iran has a nuclear bomb, and then Ahmadinejad like strolls in, and you're like, oh, that guy? He's like Iranian George Bush. He's harmless. Like, what the fuck is that? He doesn't have a bomb. He's over there.
I've never heard Iranian George Bush. That's so fucking right.
He was great. He was just too comedic to be like, he's not dangerous. Come on.
He's harmless. Wouldn't hurt to fly, that guy.
No, but so the thing is like, Iran is such a weird place when you look at it ethnically, because you have Azeris up north, you have some Armenians, you have Turks, but then the Kurds are up there on that northwest side. And so if you trigger that, right, you have the Azeris, which are just basically Eastern Turks. That's going to be fucky, because then Armenia is stuck in the middle. Like, Armenia is done. So if you side with the Azeris, you're going to ethnically cleanse the Armenians. They're going to try and rule the panhandle there, which also means that they're Turks, so they're going to kill all the Kurds in those mountains, which you're not going to get through there. And then you're going to start a war in Iraq and northern Syria into Turkey. Like, it's not going to work. So that whole northwestern side, Arabs going into Iran, we tried that. Saddam, he got a consolation prize. He got the key to the city of Detroit, right? Like, it's good enough, man. Like, good job. But so the Arabs can't do it. So then you go out east and you have the Baluchis, which are a terrorist group so bad. Yeah, dude, every time everyone said Baluchis, all I thought of was John Belushi. Like, that's all I pictured was, like, John Belushi in the mountains with, like, a PKM. And you're just like, there he is. Like, but they're a problem. Everybody bombs them. Taliban bombs them. Pakistan.
Where's the Baluchis? What did you say that is geographically?
Southeast, south side, on the side of Pakistan border.
Yeah, okay.
Which means you have the out east, you have basically the Taliban.
Forgot about them.
Yeah, so they're a no. And then in the middle, all you have left are the Persians, and that means you have to please the Persians. Now, the Persians are a great group of people. They are phenomenal people. They're smart. They know their worth. And the last time we had a Persian in charge of Iran, he told us, hey, one day we are going to use it. Like, because his whole, the Shah of Persia was like, his thing was like, I'm going to make it so that one day we are not reliant on oil and we can be the geographical powerhouse of the Middle East. And the Arabs who had our oil, the Jews who, make our textbooks through a certain someone, and our NATO ally, the Turks, all went, hey, stop that motherfucker. And so we don't have an ally in Iran. And so the idea of, like, hey, we're going to bomb them and everybody's going to rise up. And there's a group called the Besiege. I won't waste your time, but they are a militia, a Sunni militia that has caches all around Iran, and they can just go pick up the guns, put on the red headbands, and just beat the shit out of the populace. Doesn't matter. They don't need a sign-off. And so they're millions strong. So, like, when you think of, like, Second Amendment and, like, my rights and I'm going to save America if the Chinese is invaded, it's these guys, but they do it all the time. Like, so when you see that video of them on the technicals and they're, like, mowing down civilians, that's not the army, that's the besieged. It's the religious army of the Ayatollah. And he's in control of that. So I don't know if you know this, but Muslim extremists who are powered by religion and have guns displaced all over a country with huge mountains, we don't have a good track record. Like, so you just...
Were these the people you were talking about, have the drones that live up in the mountains too, or those are separate? I think last time you were on here, you were talking about different group of people there.
You've got the actual army of Iran. I forget the name of those guys.
IRGC, Revolutionary Guard Corps. Yeah.
That's no. That's the actual army of of Iran. So you have the IRGC, you have the Besiege, and then there's the actual army that belongs to Iran. You have three separate groups.
Right. And that's always good.
So if you look it up, there's like Iranian commandos, like Green Berets, but they have no funding. So you have the IRGC Quds Force, which is their special forces, and so they got nods. They're going around in Syria. They're playing mice and mousetrap in Iraq with special forces. Like, they're training the popular mobilization forces, all those Iraqi militias. All of a sudden they knew how to work tanks and knew how to do all, like, it's like, hey, where the fuck did that come from? IRGC Quds Force. It's like, okay, fuck. But they have another army that belongs to Iran. And so if you look up, like, Iranian Army Green Berets, like, their funding's so shit, so they're, like, rappelling off their barracks, but they don't have the funding for long enough ropes, so they just, like, fall off the side. And it's so funny. They're just like if you see those, like, Russian videos where they're, like, and shit, they're doing
that.
Have
the helicopters.
Yeah, they're doing that, but like on, like, bare bones funding outside their barracks. Like, they don't even have, like, a whole, like, stadium to do it.
Not even have a helicopter.
It's awesome. So, but
hey. Who was that group again? Sorry if this is derailing you, but I've heard this before and I have a follow up on them. The guys that were in Iraq, the militias in Iraq,
the Popular Mobilization Forces, the PMFs.
Now, So I hear some people say that those people were trained and funded by the U.S. and I hear other people saying like, no, those are the motherfuckers outside my base pissing me off like on average. Okay.
So they are. They changed my life, and not in a fun, cheeky way, but in a weird way. So you have ISIS 2014, right? All this shit goes bad, and we created the Free Syrian Army. We had the Iraqi Army, and we had the Kurds. So 5th Special Forces Group goes in, we work with them, and we do all this fun stuff, and we beat back ISIS. The problem is it took us too long. So the Sunnis in Iraq, or sorry, the Shia, my bad, the Shia who are fighting the Sunni ISIS, they're like, holy shit, they're chopping our heads off. Like, what do we do? And this Shia country next door goes, we're going to send advisors to train, advise, assist you. And that was the IRGC Quds Force. And so they send them over there. And all of a sudden, you've got these commanders, you've got these dudes who have like tank brigades, BM, like mechanized, everything. And they're beating back ISIS. Now, the thing is like, how do you convince this group that is funded and trained and has all of like half of Iraq's shit, like their army that, you know, when they fled, they dropped all this, they picked it up and ran with it. How do you convince them to put that shit down? Well, you don't. And so what had happened was you have these special forces guys who've got the Iraqi army, they've got the Kurds, and they're in Iraq and they're looking across and you've got these Shia militias trained by the Iranians, and they're standing there with Abrams tanks and shit. And so you're both looking at each other and you're like, okay, what do we do with each other? And then the problem is that, think about that, that's Iran, that's the US, and then there's this other country called, you know, Iraq, which we're in, and they're like, you motherfuckers get off my fucking lawn. And both of us are going, no. And it's like, and so now the Iraqi prime minister, who just cleaned out house, he's like, all right, get the fuck out of here. And now we're both sitting there like, no. And like, but the problem is this has been going on since like the defeat of ISIS. So this has been going on for like 12 years. So my dumbass who's thinking of life decisions is watching these guys who became, you know, special forces, Green Berets. They go through a 2-year pipeline, all this shit. They get there and the only thing they're doing is smoking cigarettes, looking outside the wall, looking at these dudes going, nothing significant to report. I saw them today. They saw me. We can't move. Because if either of us moves, it's like, oh, what are you doing?
It's just going to go down. Yeah.
This is like line of actual control type shit.
Oh yeah. And so it's just like you have this, and what's crazy is like when the Iran war kicked off, I was like 100% sure, like, oh shit, like here we go. Like you're gonna have you know, but
I mean I thought there was talk of it. Yeah.
There was. But it's not happening. And so I mean, that's a weird situation to be in because like you have these bases that are like special forces bases, like training, advising, assisting the Kurds and the Iraqis, like Green Berets, but they can't really move. But at the same time, like you have these popular mobilization forces, which are like armored brigades out there,
right there.
Which I mean,
do I hear you right? If we move on our bases, it'll cause them to instigate with us, and then we have to deal with that first, and then we're kind of gridlocked with like, is this even worth using as our? So they've essentially babysat us.
We both are, and it's like we have like rules. There was
it's like you have chess pieces on the board that you're just stuck because they're defending a certain area, keeping them apart or whatever. Like you can't, they're stuck there.
Well, the thing is like Iran's winning.
Right.
Iran's in the defensive position. They have the moral high ground. If they move this piece, they start the Iraq War. You know, what's the fourth movie?
Right.
I think this is the Clone Wars. Actually, no. Because we had 91, we had 03, then we had ISIS, and this would be A New Hope. So this would be
A New Hope. Okay.
So Trump is like, you know, we could attack their militia, but one, you're just killing Shia Iraqis. You're not killing Iranians. Two, you restarted the Iraq War, number 4, right?
Yeah.
Like,
and that only ended because of human waves and
Like,
Can we move to Syria? Talk about al-Shara and like what's happening with Israel.
So handsome. You can't tell me that's not a Badul al-Sayed. He looks just like him.
I mean, and what's happening in North Israel? You know,
North Israel,
also known as
Lebanon,
Southern.
Damn, I didn't know you guys had funding. Which one do you put your head on the wall? Holy shit, North Israel. I'm gonna put that on a shirt. Fuck.
About to do that.
I've been calling North Israel for a while, you know, just for fun.
Hey, we got a $5,000 donor on the Patreon. Holy shit. North Israel.
Benjamin Netanyahu.
Yeah, no. God. Dude, that's a precarious situation. I don't even know how we got to a point where like we have a former Al Qaeda member in charge of Syria.
Okay, can I, from my inexperience and completely
go for it, do it.
Qualified. Okay, so I just look at that as I'm not surprised that someone who's his age and is in the leadership position has ties to rebel armies in the country that just defeated the majority power for decades, in control. Somebody was going to get over, but there was no way you were going to topple the Assad regime and have just like, Jimmy Carter take that position. It's like, okay, were you in the army before? Yes. Okay, well, if you weren't in this one, you were in the fucking terrorist one. Like, so do you want it to be Assad still, or do you want it to be this handsome man who played basketball with the CIA?
This beefcake, yeah.
Yeah.
This beefcake. Yeah, I remember saying that the mayor. I love this. God, I love this. Did you know that the mayor of the city, or the senator from Detroit, is actually the former? Like, Jesus. Dude. I hope that's how it starts. This podcast is like, no, Al Qaeda member. Like, fucking, hey, whoa. Like, dude,
he never skips leg day. Is what I'm saying. All right.
I saw the upper half. I didn't see the bottom half, dude. Like. That's actually
making assumptions out here.
Hard deviant. There's this app called Heavy, HEVY, and you can post your workouts and see like everybody's 1 rep max. We're in the Discord, shit talking each other. It's great. I love it. My jock strat.
Plug it.
Or Heavy, HEVY.
No, plug the Discord. Don't wait till the end.
$5 a month over at the Foxhole on the Patreon gets you access to the Discord. I got the Heavy app, so you guys can see all my workouts and get that done. You can come to the gun range with Dustin, give him a hug. Yeah. We still talk about that today, Beans.
Why?
Because Beans was helping you shoot. And
I know, I loved it.
And you were like, you were just like, I'm really anxious. And he's like, well, let's talk about it. And then you shot better after you talked about your feelings.
Yeah.
And Beans was like, that's Commando. We listen to you. I'm like your father. And so Dustin shot better. And we play games together. We have Minecraft server. It's hilarious.
Hell yeah.
But most of the time we just play like war games and bullshit. Hell, at Loose Vietnam's coming out. We pretend to be Vietnamese. It's awesome. It's the back.
Finally I get to be Vietnamese.
Sweet.
Wait, so you were talking about it there. Heavy. Heavy guy.
Yeah. So I've been on there, and I just blew every workout out of proportion to try and beat all the Europeans on there. And there was this one named Eduardo. He's got like 30,000 followers on the app, but he's all like top heavy. And I just I went in and I did his leg day, and then I took the leaderboard from him. It was great. So he gets like a notification like some jackass in the United States just outlifted you. And so like my whole thing has been European summer. I'm just crushing their workouts and putting my name up there. But
awesome.
So I don't trust him unless I see his legs, because I've seen a lot of non-Americans not have juicy asses. But see, dude, you're right. I mean, long story short of it, like who's going to lead the country after a bloody revolution that long? It's like, like.
It doesn't mean I like it, right?
But
like, it just means it's like what, like, okay, what that only gets brought up when people are like, well, how do we let this happen? How do we take this person seriously? It's like, I don't know, man. Like, this is reality. Like, just how do you not just accept what the reality
Macron is definitely taking him seriously. Like, he had a state visit there. But I think the wildest thing about all of that to me is that apparently Netanyahu saw what happened in Syria and was like, oh shit, well, we can do that in Iran too. Like, clearly they're a paper tiger also. We can just fucking we'll just plow right through them. They have no defenses. And so that's what he said to convince Trump after the Maduro invasion, which was the same thing for Netanyahu, what he saw in Syria. That was Trump's Maduro. And then he was like, clearly we can do this. And then so that's how we're here and we're fucked forever. And I hate it. I don't like any of this.
I thought we were going to give him $500 billion or something. I couldn't wait.
Yeah, whatever happened to that?
Yeah, we're totally going to do that. We're totally
and we're going to give nukes to the Saudis.
Oh, God, dude.
Just,
it's going to be great.
All you got to do is join the Abraham Accords.
It's going to be great, guys. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah. I hate all this.
Fantastic. I hate everything.
I know, and I love it when people are like, look, we're not going to give them nuclear weapons. We're going to give them a nuclear facility. Oh, you mean like we did with Iran?
Right. Yeah, atoms for peace. Yeah.
Right. Like, it was literally like, stop it. Like,
it was Eisenhower that did that too.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Oh, man, this hurts.
Speaking of going back to Hegseth, something I wanted to ask you about. Did you see the news today that came out that over the prior weekend, I guess Trump was at Camp David, which I'm convinced is his backup hospital. We'll come back to that.
Okay.
And he was at Camp David. Okay, here's why I say that. He hates Camp David. Like Camp David is like, it's not a place where Donald Trump would like to go.
No, it's not. Okay, that's fair. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm buying
so
it.
like,
I'm
for him to choose to go to Camp David, it's like, why would you be here? Oh, that's right. You can't keep going to Walter Reed because that's high visibility. You can have a doctor flown there, and then you can have your, but that's neither here nor there. So I was meeting with Hegseth, and he was arguing about like, hey, how come people are leaking that we're running out of artillery? You said artillery earlier, and I was like, oh yeah, well, how's that working out? So Trump? So first of all, Hegseth blames his inferiors, right? He was like, yeah, the guys below me didn't do this right, and Trump's like, why the fuck is this even being leaked? That's kind of. It doesn't have to be leaked for you to kind of do the rough math, right? Like you can make a range of how depleted we are based on the incoming missiles that are being deflected, and then also the production. If people demand production, right? If we purchase from manufacturers, that's public knowledge. So you can kind of you can make a range of how much we've burned through. And it's not a good number.
Yeah.
No.
So,
but tell me I'm wrong, because like I keep hearing people say like, nah, it's really not that bad of a situation.
It is bad. So we have what's called a glide path. Like every October is the DoD budget, right? So that's our annual. October is the month. So like if you got a shit ton of ammo, September you're burning through it because you don't want to, like
don't
the
buy
office,
new stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't be buying new stuff.
They're not going to give you a bigger budget next year if you don't do this year's budget.
So you have what's called a glide path, and you're allocated a certain amount. And anyone who's telling you like, hey, like, don't worry about it is thinking like, okay, October is right around the corner. We're going to get a new budget. We got 1.5 trillion coming in. It's like, okay, cool. The problem is that what are we gliding to? Right. So like, are we gliding to maintain this strategy? Are we gliding for an invasion? Like what is the target we are trying to reach? The problem is that the production doesn't match the glide. And so you have to fight a war in Ukraine. You have to be prepared for Taiwan. You have to be prepared for Korea. We are NATO allies that we support through those benefit programs. We have to maintain that for emergencies as well. We have maintenance for all the training, right? So there's a ton of things that go into this. And the problem is that all of these new toys, like the new M7 rifle, the NGSW runs on a different cartridge than the M4, right? So we gotta glide path our 5.56 down, and then we gotta bring this up, and then we got all these new like cruise missiles and all these new fancy F-35s, and it's like, look, this has a larger lead time than like the dumb shit, like old F-16s.
Yeah, but luckily Pete Hegseth is running the Pentagon, and there's people in the Pentagon that are making these decisions.
Right? Like
luckily,
like I need someone who looks like motherfucking Alan Greenspan running these numbers, not a Fox News host, right? Like, is he packing a lunch? Is he going to be running numbers all lunch? Like that's a really old fucking joke, but
sorry, I get it.
Yeah, good. But they used to see if Alan Greenspan had his lunch if the economy was doomed or not.
Yes,
irrational exuberance over here. Yeah.
But I mean, like. That's something that like when you're a commander, like a lieutenant colonel or above, like you have an S4, a staff officer for logistics and that stuff. Pete Hegseth hasn't even handled a battalion. He doesn't have an idea what that looks like. The smallest piece of an army. He's dealing with the entire military, right? And so there's arguments among military scientists, is what I'm going to call them, people who actively engage in like the research, the study of this, is like, look, do we do more technologically advanced shit that takes a longer lead time to produce, or do we just mass produce the dumb shit that works, but it's not as good as this?
Yeah, and you can't there's no half measures, right?
Oh yeah, there's no. And who's the guy who did the Oculus Rift? He's got the mullet and he wears the Hawaii shirts, and he went on Joe Rogan.
Theo Vaughn.
No, God damn it. Yeah, he looks just like him. He looks just like him. Fuck. Dude, this is gonna kill me.
Ready Player One.
Yeah, he's the guy. God damn it! Who invented the Oculus?
Alan.
He's working on it.
He's already typing. He's on it.
Okay.
Alan can be Jamie
Palmer
during
Luckey.
the show.
Palmer Luckey.
Palmer Luckey, yes.
Okay, so Palmer Luckey went
yeah.
from doing that to making
Fake
weapons. His thing is he's trying to make American factories be able to produce the next generation of weapons. So if you've ever read,
is this the there's a project, the X something, right?
yeah, I think we're talking about the same thing. Is like that. So Freedom's Forge is about Knudsen, who was the guy like. Fucking hilarious. He was the guy who ran the numbers for World War II. He went over to Germany pre-invasion of like Poland, and he saw what they were doing. And he used to work at Ford and Chevy. He saw it and
making racist cars.
Yeah, he just beer mathed it. Yeah, dude. He just beer mathed it, and he's like, "That's a lot of racist cars." No, he's like, dude, there's no way that they're just rebuilding an army. He's like, they are rebuilding for invasion. So. He prepped all of our shit 3 years in advance before World War II.
Oh, that's why we had a jump start kind of with the ability to be there.
A 3-year advantage, right? Because you have that lead time for all these projects. Motherfucker, we're going to war with Iran on tweets. The fuck you mean we're good? Like
OPSEC, clean on OPSEC.
Yeah. So it's a long-winded way of just saying like, look, like. The guys who love this shit and talk about it, like the opinion articles and stuff, because there's some guys in the Discord who write about it, and then there's other dudes who write for like Small Wars Journal and stuff. They're all saying the same thing. Like, basically, we have all this great technology that takes too long to produce, and it's just going to get slaughtered in the first year and a half, and then we're going to be stuck with like M16 rifles and like.
Well, I mean, the problem is we're using like $10 million missiles to shoot down $100,000 drones, right? Like the math just doesn't math, right? Like you can't do that. And then the lead time to produce those kinds of weapons that we're using to knock those things out of the sky is way longer than for them to make these drones.
So I've been I've been told that number of the lead time is false. It just looks the way it looks because they normally. If you order too much, the liquid, the fuel goes bad, right? So like you never order, but now they might over order and they can maybe do that faster. That's what I've heard about stockpile replenishment. That's a counter to that. Yeah, it doesn't mean they planned it. That doesn't mean they're good at planning.
Production capacity just isn't there to replenish just at the rate that we're spending it.
Trump says we're borrowing it from Japan. They're building it in Japan for us now, apparently.
No, it's 100% not, because the glide path is this, right? Like the guy, because think about it, you're the J4, right? You're at the Pentagon, you're at the Army. It's like, how many HIMARS do you have? And it's like, well, what the fuck are we going to be doing tomorrow? Like by saying like, production's within means, what you're saying is like, you know what Trump's going to do next, because the only person who knows what the glide path is Trump. And so the J4, who's the guy at the head of the Pentagon who does all the fucking glide path, kind of goes, well, what the fuck am I supposed to glide to? And it's like, well, we'll just kind of maintain what this is. And it's like, well, could we keep maintaining this? And it's like, well, if we pull from the guard over here, we move, find the deviation, right? And it's beer math. It's really bad. Like, it just reminds me of like The Big Short, but it's just like we're doing it with missiles, not
and the problem is that if only Trump knows what's going to happen next, he doesn't even know, so nobody knows. That's the fucking problem. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and you know what we should do while everybody's wondering this? Camp David, let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah. hey, we came back from Camp David. We've decided to tell the CIA to plan to invade Cuba.
Yeah.
You saw that.
It's going to be fun. Mm-hmm. New Bay of Pigs.
Dude, we are literally at the point with the war in Iran going so poorly that we need to have a quick win in Cuba so that we can get the rally around the flag effect.
Quick win in Cuba.
I mean, that's what they're talking about.
Famous
they're like,
last
things are going
words.
so bad. If we just get a quick little win like we did in Venezuela and Cuba, we can come back to Iran and everyone's going to be behind us.
Mm-hmm. The Strait of Hormuz is never going to be the same, you guys. We're fucked.
Consequences will never
be the same.
Consequences will never be the same. You lying bunch of pricks.
It's inevitable.
Inevitable.
It's not racist to quote them doing it. Yeah.
Them.
No, the South Park guys. It's not racist to quote Trey Parker and Matt Stone. I'm just a riddle ronery. I love saying a riddle ronery. My wife's out of town for 4 days. I'm a riddle ronery.
Everybody's stupid.
I may get
but
naked and treat my body like an amusement park as soon as we get off this call, but like I'm a riddle ronery.
Heels up on the desk, huh? Like,
yeah.
God, No, I'm
heels up on the desk. Rubbing the mouths on my stomach.
Jesus. No, I was gonna tell you guys, like, so the third page back up there, right? Got the third Instagram back up.
Oh yeah,
Foxhole.
Oh hell
Foxhole
yeah,
too. But no, so I wanted to give you a clip because I was thinking about it as we were like all the boys in the Discord were talking. We're looking at the statistics and shit. Every Republican conservative white male is gonna hate this, and that's okay.
Okay.
The amount of groups that are LGBTQ plus, minority, women, self-defense group trainers, gun 2A advocates that follow my tactics shit is about 1-for-1 with every like Christian right-wing militia guy who follows me. Like it's like the Christ Reconnaissance Group, Seattle's #1 Antifa cell. It's like what the, and it's like dude, like full circle.
The shapes are too good, man. Your shapes game's too strong.
Yeah,
dude. So what's funny, and like you could put this in the clip. So I told the boys. And I was like, yo, like there's these Antifa punch of fascist cells. And one of the guys who was at Fleet Week, which went up from like DC to Boston, he's a Marine. And he goes, dude, no shit. We went and did PT at a university and a punch up fascist group found out. Like a bunch of them showed up and we were doing stadium stairs and they found out what we were doing. And they beat like the whole fucking platoon minus like 3 of us. Like these guys are training. And I was like, get the fuck out. So that's what made me start digging through these pages. And it's like, yeah, dude, they've got AKs, they've got body armor, they've got ranges and shit. Like the thing that unites Americans is that like we will shoot you. Like that's the only thing I can think of. It's just like the minute it's like, hey, I want to take your rights from you, we immediately go, oh yeah, like buys gun. Like it's just
or reminds you live in a very flammable house, as Bobby Ferg likes to say.
Yeah, dude,
like known public addresses.
Dude, there was one. Oh my god. Like I was dying laughing because I usually like take pictures and I'm pooping and shit. And I like take pre-workout, I poop, and then I like piss people off and they yell at me in the Discord and we yell at each other. It's like, all right, time to go lift. Like it's great. It's very toxic. They know what I'm doing. It's like, oh, it's 10 a.m. Here he goes. But there was one. It was a trans woman. And she had an OnlyFans and everything. And we got a kid at the border right now with the 101st. And he's just like, every time I see one of these like trans women, I say like, come on, she might write a hero on the border, brother. And he's just like, no, she's got bigger arms than me. This one, dude, she had shoulders more ripped and bigger than mine. And like one of the guys was like, oh man, like stop it. And I was like, look, man, I'm not saying she'd whoop your ass, but there's only one person out of the 2 of you that I want a shoulder workout from. It ain't you. And it's just like, dude, like I am. That's probably the only newfound thing that like every time I'll like oh you got like 50 followers, I'll just like scan through and then it'll be like a blue-haired like trans woman with an Uzi. I'm like, what the fuck, yeah, like yeah, dude, it's crazy.
That's fantastic. That's really fantastic.
Do you have practical advice for, so like I know everybody says like you want to have something that has NATO rounds for, you know, when the boogaloo happens or any of that stuff. Do people even say boogaloo anymore? No, right?
I haven't heard that for a while.
Yeah, I know, right? And I don't know, maybe I'm the only person that's like, well, yeah, but then like if literally everybody's going for that, I can go find my AK ammunition, no problem. Like,
yeah, it's everywhere. My practical advice is this: look, you are never gonna win a gunfight alone. Like that is, and dudes hate it because like we're in like the world of social media, and it's also the cure to this whole fucking thing is make friends because like that's, you cannot as a solo person with a gun when the boogaloo happens win anything. You're a liability. You're like one wound. Like you want to know what's funny?
Elderly abuse.
Yeah, it is. They're all like, that's why I vote Republican. I want to take their Medicaid. I want to take their Medicare. I want their Social Security. They vote for it for conservative values. I vote for it to kill boomers and take my country back.
Wait, what's funny? What were you going to say about what's funny about solo?
No, so solo guys who are like prepping, I actually part of like my prep is I have polymer tip, which are just basically hollow point 5.56 rounds you shoot out of a rifle. Because my whole thing is like, if you're going to come around me and mine or whatever, I'm going to shoot you with a hollow point and run away. And you're going to be like, no, I'm just going to give you sepsis and you die. Like, I'm going to wound you and run away. Like, so make friends, have friends that have guns, train with them, grow a garden, have dogs, right? There's a great book called, I think I have it somewhere on my shelf. It's called Musket and Tomahawk. And it's about the war, the Revolutionary War of the Northeast. And so, like, if you've read like Charlestown or like the Swamp Fox, it's like, oh, this is cool. Like, these guys are American patriots. No, Musket and Tomahawk is about New England. Holy shit.
Last of the Mohicans, right?
Yes. It's, dude, everybody is just like, this is where Americans are. Like, they're like the Continental Army at one point had no control over these guys. They're winning all the time, right? Like, the characters who are leading these armies are guys like Daniel Morgan, who I read this book, personal hero of mine. He was supposed to be whipped 500 times for beating a British lieutenant. He was only whipped 499 times. He made up a regiment before the revolution happened. Morgan's men. He was a colonel, so he's got like 3 battalions of the best sharpshooters of New England. Think about the forests of New England and all this shit. And he tells them, he's like, you can do whatever you want, but me and mine, like him, he's like, I'm not stopping until I get 499 scalps. Like, he wanted every lashing he took, he was going to scalp the British.
The Brits, yeah.
And that's just one regiment of like all these other dudes. And one dude who was at Bunker Hill, I forget his name, but he was denied promotion by the Continental Army as a colonel to general. And he went home to New England and he's like, this sucks. And his wife's like, no, it doesn't. You're a general now. And she just sewed a star on. And then, like, I think it was Vermont or Massachusetts was like, you're a general now. And I'm like,
see, they could have just done that for Alan.
For Washington?
No, damn, this would be so good if I can get my. They could have just done that for Benedict Arnold.
Okay, we can come back to Benedict Arnold. But the point of this is, like, you read that book and like the British are like, hey, we think we can go this way. And it's like, all the men from this town are in Morgan's regiment. They're over here. We're going to go fight the women. And it turns out the women have been dealing with Native American attacks their whole life. So the women have their own tomahawks and rifles. Yeah, and they start they are scalping the British. They're like, well, they done came on the farm. And it's like, like, there's like, and so it's like all of New England was basically just massacring all of the British army that came down. And at one point, like, the Continental Army had to send a liaison because they had no official control over this shit. And the liaison shows up and they're just like selling furs. There's a boxing ring. They're drinking and drunk. Like, it's everybody. You know,
did you say drinking and driving?
Yeah, dude. Like, African Americans, women, men. It's just like, well, they tried.
The greasers.
They were selling scalps and scalping knives. They're just out there and so now I always say when I threaten people, I'm like, I'm gonna scalp you. And I own a tomahawk because of that book. Like, it sits like motherfucking right here. Like, fucking
nice. Like, wow.
It's an $80 tomahawk. Like,
scalping looks like the type of thing that I don't know how to do, but I bet I could learn by like the 3rd one.
Yeah. I mean, you got a lot to work with, you know? Like, but so I'm fired up because that book was amazing. Like, I wrote
that down. Musket and Tomahawk.
With Musket and Tomahawk, and like, cool. It's brutal, and it makes you proud to be an American. But the point is like, if you think like the Boogaloo's going to happen, read that book and just realize like you just need friends, guns, tomahawks, and a garden.
Well, and you said that's
don't forget dogs. Dogs are
dogs. 100%. Yeah.
And scalps. But you said that's the shortcut to that. Like, that never actually happens if you actually go out and fucking know those people in the first place. Then all of a sudden,
Well, that's the whole reason I would take anybody. Minus like the far communist left and like the far, like, I want America to be a Christian nation. Like, anybody on the political spectrum, like, come hang out. Let's go shoot guns. Let's roll. Let's fight. Because at the end of the day, you're still an American, right? And it's like, your First Amendment right is you can talk shit. The second one is like, if anybody touches you, you can beat the shit out of you. Right to kill. And so it's like, dude, like, even when you came out and shot with us, it's like you had Catholics, you had non-denominationals, you had some atheists. Like, you're far left. I mean, or not far left, but you're pretty center left. And it's like,
I think there was a Filipino there once.
Yeah, Laotian, actually.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh shit! How dare I? I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Now, is that Chinese or Japanese?
Chinese. But I mean, it's like, it's really fucking hard to like want to hate somebody when you realize like the 10% on the right and the 10% on the left who are like just giant stupid pussies. Like, oh, I got a really harsh opinion. It's like, dude, have you had a brisket and shot a gun with you? Like,
I was just gonna say food. Yeah. Like that was the one thing. Like people were saying, like the world was getting united despite America being so divided when everybody came to the U.S. And it was, do you like to have food? Here's our good food. Wow. Hey, do you like beer? I have local beer you might not have tried. Boom. That's how it works. Like every time that works.
And it's like, dude,
that's literally like travel, though. I mean, right? Like when you go outside this country, you're like, oh shit, let's go eat and drink and realize that I'm just like these people in so many ways.
Yeah. And you know what's even crazier is that like you guys are on social media, so you know it's like the loudest asshole gets the fucking view. And so it's like you're like, oh, that's what the world's like. But then you go outside and it's like it's not even close to that. Dude, just a beer, a burger, a little bit of guns, fight each other, watch your friends fight each other, laugh at it, like, and it's like, okay, you prepared for, if shit hits the fan, but it's like, all of you live within, like, 500 feet of each other. You all have different political
and then
views.
you find ways then to like bridge your differences.
100%.
Yeah, you're building a community, which is what you've done at Foxhole and what we've been doing over here at Nuntaken, and you know. We find common ground sometimes we don't, but ultimately, like, we're people and we just kind of want to live our lives, that's kind of where we're at.
100%.
Yeah.
And I mean, the only thing that divides me and mine is girth, length, or volume. How do you measure?
How briefed up you are.
One of the guys, so these are the guys who are like, I got, what do you want to talk about? One of them was like, girth or length, and I said,
hell yeah, we started that off. We started the show with the Legos.
No, I said water displacement. You gotta, we do volume in this house. Get a measuring cup, put it in.
Show me the line afterwards. Yeah.
Honey, what are you doing on the counter? Like, nah. A lot of them were talking about AI in the government.
I know we do talk about AI a lot, but I mean, so I saw the one that was about AI on the battlefield. I don't have nothing to say about that other than like that sounds like the Terminator to me. Like,
dude, so just so I can talk about this, but it's kind of stupid, because this is kind of like near and dear. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to expedite the kill chain, right? Because you have to get the information, build intelligence packets.
This is what you were doing.
Yeah, I was the kill chain, right? You build all this information, you work with the fires, like what do we have? We have mortars, cannons, bombs, all this shit, and you present it to the battlefield commander. And I always say, like, people are like, well, you technically didn't kill anybody. It's like, yeah, but when you're the guy who does like 90% of the work and you present it and you're like, this is how we're going to do it, this is who we're going to kill, this is why, and then another guy signs a piece of paper and then it turns out he was bad, it's not like the guy who signed the piece of paper is going to be like, well, I take full responsibility. The first person he's slapping is my ass. So you're just, you're like Butters, oh, hamburgers. Oh, hamburgers. I know what I am. But so that was, and what they're doing is they're trying to expedite the kill chain because they, we need to, targets or anything. It could be a person, place, a thing, a bridge, a dam, a barracks building, a tank. And so it's like, how do we speed this up? And what they do is they want to put AI in that. That's why they bombed the children's schools, because, AI can dream up situations and shit. Yeah. I mean, and then you have Kabul Airport, which they bombed an orphanage. And they hit that house. They hit that house on Ketchum Island last week. They hit like a residential house with a 2,000-pound bomb. Yeah, damn it! Dude, it's so much crazy shit, dude. And it's just like, I don't even know how you fucker that up, because it's like you have drones that can watch for like 24, 36 hours unarmed. Yeah, and so you just sit there with your like high school educated turd and you're like, watch this drone feed for 18 hours. And he's just like, like dying in a chair. And then he like sees a little movement. He's like, and like they do 8-hour shifts. But the point is like, it's not hard if you're a responsible adult, but if you're sitting there like, President Trump's like, how I picture him, like 2 a.m. Diet Coke in the underwear hammock, taking a shit, tweeting like, I want the targets now. Because they can approve it now in the BlackBerry or in the phones, because the phones are connected to the secret internet. So he could literally be doing that. Diet Coke in the underwear, McDonald's bigger on the secret internet. Yeah. You didn't know that? We have secret internet. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm not surprised by it. So we talk to each other. We don't just do it over fucking Google. Oh, okay. Secret. I don't think that. Top secret. Well, you call it secret internet? Okay. Secret internet, but it's a underground internet. Yeah. Yeah, he can just fucking get in there on his phone and be like, well, what are we doing? And that's how it is that they can approve it on the phone now. So they're trying to get AI to streamline this. So it's like you don't need a human being to watch this. The AI will tell you, like, that's a target, kill it. And Donald Trump just hits enter, digitally signs it, or whoever, and then you drop a bomb. But then you drop a bomb, and it's like, how many commanders have been fired? None of them. How many nerds like myself were probably taken out back and just shit. And it's like, well, so AI in the battlefield, I think I don't think it'll ever be there, because it's like you're always going to have Ubers.
Well, I mean, that's part of the fight that the Pentagon had with Anthropic, right? Anthropic was like, we don't want to allow our systems to be like the deciding factor on these targets. And the Pentagon's like, fuck you, we'll do what we want with whatever you sell us, like, essentially, right?
That's the thing, is like you have Anthropic sitting there and saying, like, hey, I'm taking responsibility for the product I created. Right. It's going to take the information and create intelligence, and you're just going to hit enter and bomb it, like, and so they see it as like the custodial value. Yeah, who takes responsibility for killing this person? Is it the person who signs the packet, or is it Anthropic? And Anthropic's like, it's me, asshole. And they're like, well, actually, I'm the commander, so it's actually
that's funny. So, like, you're replacing you in the story you told before with the Anthropic, and they're saying, like, no, we totally don't punish the you in that story when it's Anthropic.
But they
recognize that it would be,
AI. Yeah. And so it's like, it's always just, nobody wants to take personal responsibility for it, right? Like, I mean, Alan's got Star Trek behind him. I mean, this could be a Star Trek episode, right? Like, fuck, that's such a good show, dude. It's like that. You should probably have to watch like 3 or 4 seasons before you become a military officer.
You probably should. Yeah.
Why is Picard making me feel? It's like, well, that's called fucking value and personal integrity, jackass.
It does feel like this really is inevitable, though. Like, AI is just gonna be the new. That's just gonna happen. Like, that's just the way militaries are gonna fight. Like, that's just that will be the thing that decides the targets. That will be the thing that decides who lives or dies. That's just seems like that's where we're going. I don't see, this train isn't stopping. I don't think.
Mm-hmm. Too many people want to take the easy way, right? And I don't know. Maybe I'm kind of hopeful. Maybe because I watched Demolition Man too much. Like, the people will rise out of the sewer. Like, if I want to eat a goddamn bacon double cheeseburger, that's my fucking business. And then
no, they're made of rats, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's fine. It's a rat burger. That's a good rat burger. Like, I just think that if you
got to figure out the seashells.
Nobody understands the seashells. Yeah.
I mean, it's just, how do you create a society like that has AI at its core, and it does all the thinking, it does all the fighting for you, and it's like, well, what are you gonna fucking be? And it's like, well, I'm gonna be in the tower. It's like, none of us. No. If you're listening to this podcast, you're not gonna be on there.
You're not in the tower. No.
If you're on Instagram, if you have Instagram on your phone, you're not going to be that guy, right? Like, no. I mean, it's the guy's joke, like, all the time. They've got a meme of me, and it's like, I don't think you understand. I was supposed to join this Discord and be a fabulous special operations out, and it's like, but I have like a wheel that we spin when we play games, like what you're gonna do, and it's like, the wheel said trench digger. And it's like, you're just digging trenches, buddy. Like, I also say, like, look, if I know you. You think Montana is a great state. You would love to live there. But I know you, so you're fucking broke like me, and you can't live in Montana. If you're within general vicinity of my life or your life, you're not going to be in the ivory tower. You're going to be eating sewer burgers with rats. And, I mean, we all know how that's going to play out. French Revolution, the Russia, the Tsarist Revolution. I mean, how do you sit there as Peter Thiel and be like, I'm fine. Like, fucking.
Let them eat cake. Yeah, it's going to be great. Yeah.
Hey, AI, what do you think's going to happen to me? Oh, you're cooked.
That would be a fun game. Enter that in and read what it says out. I think what other stuff did you have that you guys are? I mean, how much longer did you want to do this? We normally go maybe tops about an hour and a half here. So
they didn't have. I mean, honestly,
there was something about immigration. I don't really have new thoughts on immigration. I don't know. I mean,
so the invasion in Spain.
Yeah. There was so.
What's your take on that?
Well, my understanding on that is that they were, for like several weeks before, Spain passed a judicial what's that called? Decision?
Yeah.
Decision? Sure.
that made it sound like if you get into Spain, you will be if you don't cross a fixed border, or if you don't cross a border, the way that they defined border in their decision sounded like as long as you get into Spain, you're going to be a citizen. And
well, they can't send you back immediately.
They can't send you back. That's what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
And they thought that was the same as getting into that area, which it was not, by the way that was designed or described. Those people all invaded because they're fucking crazy and they get desperate. And there was ad campaigns in that country and the countries neighboring it to be like, hey, you can get the fuck out of here if you go up to Spain. And so they did that. And then within 72 hours, they all found out they weren't going to, and they left. And it was a huge fuck up, but it also wasn't like consequential.
Well, because that judicial order said they had to cross by sea, and they were crossing by land into this tip of North.
Just across a little bit of water, like
deep water. It's a lake.
But I mean, but realistically though, like every time Spain and Algeria start to like be friendly, Morocco goes like, our border, whatever. Like we don't really have one anymore. You guys go ahead and do what you want. Like they've used that as sort of a weapon for quite a while. So I don't know, like it's not all that surprising, but I mean, the people that were crossing, I don't know that they were all that informed. Like they knew what was going on in the judicial system in Spain.
It was the January 6th of migrants.
Yes.
They were like lied to by a bunch of dudes online. They got a bunch of 100%. Ads that told them to say on Facebook.
TikTok in Spain, that's what happened. Yeah. TikTok in Morocco, maybe more accurately, but yeah.
I saw Netanyahu's son posting about it, that they were that Israel was responsible for buying those ads. But I mean, in the age of
I'm not going to say I believe it until I'm proven otherwise, but I'm inclined
to
follow
Netanyahu's son. This
on
is
Twitter. Yeah, he lives in Florida.
What the fuck?
It kind of grinds my gears a little bit. So you
well, his dad BB talks the way he talks because he lived in Pennsylvania. If you think about it, he has sort of like a Pennsylvania
Dutch
northeastern accent.
I find it really hard to look at Europe, especially with the Europeans, how like some of them feel about the migration and stuff and how it's all kind of playing out. And I mean, it's just signs of the times, right? The economy goes bad. Who's the first person to blame? The Irish, the immigrants, you know?
Yeah.
Like, so.
But even aside from that too, it's like, I mean, how do I have to explain migration flows and push-pull mechanisms? Like I don't know how to resolve this. I think that they are probably not doing the best way at handling it, but I don't think that the more extreme right reactions to it necessarily are the answers to it either, though. I don't think that's the country you want to live in, is rather what I mean to say, right? Like yeah.
I mean, there's data that suggests that most of the people that voted for Brexit never saw an immigrant. Like, so there's that.
Yeah, but they've seen things online where apparently people were apologizing to rapists for their daughters and shit. It's like that's the type of shit I see from Bull Moose all the time.
That was rough. I don't know if you saw the British Parliament. They did that research study into rape gangs, and they found that there was over 250,000 cases minimum. 250,000 cases over 20 years. At it, like they know of 250,000 cases.
Yeah. That's so 2006 is 20 years ago.
Yep.
This started as a big outrage like 3.5 years ago. Like, I mean, further back, but do you get what I mean? It's like, I think this is something we should have cared about for 20 years. I don't think this is something we should get all up in a fucking riot over right now because of what you're saying, like finding a scapegoat for actual problems,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the thing is like they are finding out, like, okay, these, like you said, this has been a problem for a while. Like, why the fuck are we getting uppity? And it's like,
do something about it. Don't tell me. Like, I clearly am not pro illegal immigrant rape gang.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, good. Let's go. Yeah. I bet you the last 6 governments have tried to do something about this.
And now that, I mean,
and I bet they've done a bad job. And I think that it'd be good doing a better job at it. Don't take me. I just. Would you think that this was?
Go ahead.
I refuse to believe that these numbers were actually being ignored.
Oh yeah, I think it was being. Look, I would say
you just told me there's cases. Yeah, there's police reports and investigations.
Yes, they were, and some of them were doing exactly like you said. They apologize and like just blame the victim and stuff. But I would say I think that we had a huge problem, especially talking to Gen Z boys. Like the pendulum swung so hard left that like when we were in high school and stuff, and everyone's like, you can't say retarded. It was like, oh, okay.
But that's not.
but that's not saying that the rape gangs are the reason that everything is the way I don't like in my country. And also, hey, wait, you can't be both of these things. If you want to be the guy that says if some chick accuses you of rape and you didn't do it, you need to go apologize and make amends to that guy, and then find cases of rape where they say that it wasn't and they apologize. Look, I don't know any details about those cases, but you like, is it because he's Pakistani that I need to care differently about that one? Or are you telling me that there's a conspiracy to always apologize to Pakistani?
It was 100% a conspiracy. Like they were always throwing that under the rug. And so what you have
I'm
here,
open to that. Okay, I am open to that.
And so what you have here is like I think it's really hard for people, especially Democrats, going in to understand this. Is like, look, you've done irreparable damage to white straight men. You called them the enemy, and it's like for you and me, it's like this wasn't always how it was. So it's like you have, I would argue, like Obama's second term, like 2012 to 2016. That's when you had this like, okay, the white man is the enemy, and then you had Trump come back, which was the Molotov cocktail back at that. And for you and me, it's like, okay, but it wasn't always like this. Why is it such a big deal? But you got to remember, Gen Z was like,
it was always like that, and they were always at war on terror, and there was always an economic development.
And so it's like they grew up hearing like, you know, the white man's the enemy, cis white man, you're the problem. And so, like you said, it's like we've always had this problem, but we're unearthing it. We're trying to figure out, and it's like, okay, well, this is the government process and stuff. But then you have men ages 16 to 25 going, we fucking told you. And you're like, well, why are you so far right wing? And it's like, I was always the enemy, and here's this report. And then here's all these immigrants coming through, and it's like, and this is what goes back to our Kamala Harris talk, is like, I really hope that the Democrats understand, like, if they do not fix this problem of looking at straight white men as the enemy, you're gonna, like, I can hear the lighter clicking for another, like DeSantis, fucking
Don
Marco
Jr.
Rubio, Don Jr. And it's like, and what's crazy is, you can play off of the Israel thing. Like, look, they want to blame the Jews, and it's like the Jews, and it's like, well, how do you handle this mountain of anger that is men ages 16 to, I argue, probably 28. Like Gen Z men are just, especially white men, are fucking angry, and it's like, well, I mean, what was FDR? We got to give them the New Deal. We got to put them to work. We got all this shit that we got to build in, you know. And it's like they need a mission. And they need something to do. And I think that
public works,
something.
Yeah.
A war isn't it.
No.
A war is definitely not it right now.
No. And nobody's going to sign up for government volunteer when that's on the table. Yeah.
And so when you talk about like migration and stuff, all I'm going to say is for the next 10 years, now is not the fucking time. Like fucking, because they are really fucking pissed. And it's like, look, we need something. And I'm actually reading a book called The Finest Hour. It's about the Volunteer Cavalry Regiment, the Rough Riders. And that's literally what Teddy Roosevelt talks about, is like, look, we're after the Civil War. You know, everybody hates each other. What are we going to do? And it's like, we're going to go liberate the shit out of fucking Cuba. And you've got like all these Confederate veterans coming out, like throwing their sons on the train, like, go to war, boy, go help the U.S. Cav. And, like flying American flags, like, go show those Spanish bastards.
We're gonna go make a bunch of money for the oligarchs back that own fucking Cuba. But,
I think if we pulled out of Iran, Trump admitted defeat, but then he said, I need a volunteer corps of young, able-bodied men because we need to keep the U.S. Army ready, but I need volunteers. You would have every man from the ages 16 to 28, and he'd be like, we're going to fight communism. We're going to go fight. Like, bring George W. Bush back and give a stellar NASCAR speech, and we bring out back the U.S. Volunteer Cav. Like, goddamn, dude, like, if you feel the heat on Gen Z men, you're like, oh yeah, they would totally use repeater rifles and horses. They would fuck up Castro.
Dude,
like,
they need to give people that were going to volunteer to be in the military a better venue than the Middle East.
Yeah.
Like, you're telling me I can go to Cuba? Hey, I've seen Cuban women. Like, Venezuela did sound like a nice place to go. Like,
and you know what's funny? Offer them jack and shit. Let them figure it out. I want 200,000 16 to 29-year-old men getting down to Panama City Beach and being like, I need that boat, and we're taking that Zamboni, and I'm taking all these ski-doos, and, you know, I got
me
like
and my cousin Dale.
I'm thinking of like a Gen Z Theodore Roosevelt, but he's like look maxing, and he's calling everybody Sigma.
Yeah.
This will be, like, and then, you know, some will die, some will be heroes, but, you know, we saw that it'll be like the biggest, like, testosterone nut. Just like all those boys.
What if we
will come
send
back
them to
like,
Nicaragua? They seem to have
Alan,
some troubles down there.
What Aragua?
Nicaragua. They're not going to have elections anymore. We should send them to Nicaragua.
That did not sound that way the first time.
Hey, dog, you could say we need another lane in the Panama Canal. They'd build it. Like they're looking for something.
Yeah.
Like,
Take your malaria shots. Have the crazy dreams.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, the doxycycline dreams.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, that'll fuck your day up, dude.
Yeah.
And then if you take it with milk, you get the shits real bad. Your stomach's total. Yeah.
I don't want to talk about the shits real bad. Okay,
I don't do that.
real bad.
Dude, doxycycline's fun. Anyway,
Cody, this has been fun. This has been a blast, man. Thank you so much for your time. We got to do this more often.
Yeah, brother.
Absolutely. Thanks, man.
Do one more plug, just because maybe they forgot where they got to go.
So the THEE Foxhole, we're back version 2. Basically, the first page got shut down, and then I had a kid.
You had like a Norwegian, incestual Norwegian foot model or something. That was
yeah, it was crazy.
Like sabotaged your page.
Yeah, he reported me to the FBI and said I was selling guns. So that way it went through. Yeah, if you guys didn't know that, welcome to the Patreon part of None Taken. This is how you take down an Instagram page. You report it to the FBI, who then tells Meta to stop that shit, and then your account gets taken down, and then you get a call from them. Yeah, that's what actually happened to me. So that's
I wish
how
you would sell guns.
I wouldn't be here right now. I'd be in Montana once again if I had the money. But no. But the Foxhole, right now I'm doing tactics, just stupid stuff that you learn at boot camp, and it gets the people going for some fucking reason. God, dude, I love those shapes.
I love those shapes, man. Yeah.
But I wanna start doing.
Do you do the drawings when it's a little stick figure guy?
It's just like South Park.
I love it.
It's just like South Park. I layer it and then I animate it, and so I draw it in MS Paint, and then I just move it. It's just South Park.
That's really cool.
But I want to do Russia and Chinese tactics again, and then maybe when I get done with that, I was thinking about doing like my whole spiel about like why we can't invade Iran, and then I'd give that to you guys. Like we'd cross post that. So
sweet.
It's politics and shapes moving. Yeah. Hopefully, if you guys can get that on your Facebook, I want to see. Dude, I go to the Facebook.
The boomers. It's brought me back to Facebook. Cross posting these posts onto Facebook and seeing the boomers react has made me reopen Facebook, and just there's so much fun to shit talk with.
Read.
My favorite thing is when they call me gay, I say, well, your dad didn't think it was gay. Because then they're like, but that makes you gay. I'm like, yeah, but your dad. So like, you already called me gay. Like,
I will see your post, see the comments, and it's like 2 Instagram comments. There's like 55 comments on Facebook. And so I head over there and I just see the hate and I see that malice. And I'm like, dude, once again, like, that's how you vote Republican. You're increasing that blood pressure. Yeah, you do that. You bring the blood pressure up. I'll get rid of Medicare, and then they'll die. Fuck yeah.
You know what? I'm so glad you said that. Our friend Jeff opened up. He created some code about boomers' deaths and stuff. So since you mentioned that the first time, 81 boomers have died. 4,122 boomers die a day. Annual rate of 2.3%. And they are 18.65% of the U.S. population and 51.6% of America's wealth. There are 64,090,602. It was 601.
The Jeff Hancock boomer count. That is awesome.
Diabolical, right?
Dude, no, that's awesome. Saintly, if you will. Like
yes.
This gives me hope. Like if anything, like this is what you should wake up to as a millennial.
83.
Just like
another one.
Yeah, another one bites the dust. Just fuck that, dude. Like, God bless America. That's awesome.
Well, sir, thank you very much. I look forward to another shooting day in person. We'll do this again before then.
Yeah, brother. Anytime.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That was a good time.
That was great.
That was a great time.
That's amazing.